Hello Leo, this is your weekly read and I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. If you'd like a personal reading with me, then just check out the description box below of how to book in. So first of all, Leo, picked out a card from Colette Baron-Reid's Wisdom of the Oracle deck, and you've got the Y card, and this is actually reversed, so why? And so this is your overriding energy of the week. So why? Why do you want what you want? What's underneath all of that? What's underneath what you're thinking about yourself? What's underneath what's going on in your life? Why? Why? Let's have a look at what Colette Baron-Reid has to say about this card when it's in the protection position. So she calls it protection position when it's upside down. Okay, Colette says, sometimes subconsciously denying the truth may drive you toward a specific outcome that actually aligns with an intention hidden from your awareness. For example, you may want to be prominent in your profession, but your desire is not really about sharing your talents, but about making yourself feel better, because fame could cause people to admire and approve of you. Or you may want to reunite with a partner who rejected you because you believe that your love continues to be strong, but deep down what you really desire is to have the last word with that person. Now is the time for deep soul searching of the why that drives your choices. What you uncover will set you free and bring you ever closer to the happiness you seek, Leo. So yeah, there you go. So it's like, what's underneath that? What's underneath what you're asking for? Why do you really want it? Is it coming from fear? Is it coming from like a negative place? Because what happens is, when you're coming from a negative place, if what you want, if the real reasons behind what you want is for a negative reason, you can manifest it, but what you're manifesting is a lesson, right? And so a really good example of this is, if you say want to win the lottery, right? You want to win the lottery, really that's coming from a place of fear. Usually when people want a windfall of money like that is because they're not trusting in the universe, they're not trusting in their own gifts, they're not trusting in abundance flowing to them all the time. And so it comes from a fearful place, a lackful place when they ask to win the lotto. And you can manifest that. But if you're coming from a negative place, I'm not saying that everyone is that wins the lotto, but if you are coming from that negative place, then what happens? You win the lotto, you could win the lotto, and then you lose everything. You lose all of that money, you lose all your friends, you lose your family. And how many people has that happened to? And so that's what happens, is when we can manifest from that negative, fearful place, from that place of lack, or from a place of the why is for some negative reason. Even it might be really undercover as well. You might have to really deep dive to find out what that reason is. You can manifest from that point, but it's going to be a lesson. And so this week for you, Leo, it's all about clearing that shit up. Get rid of that shit. Let's have a look at what you guys say. So this is the general part of the reading. Right, we've got grace and completion. This is funny, because you know what this is saying? It's like, you don't leave a place like kicking and screaming and yelling at everyone or how much you hate it. It's like, be graceful when you're ending things. It's like, in Facebook groups, when people have to like declare that they're leaving because they don't like the group anymore or whatever. It's like, you can leave without making a big fuss about it, without yelling. You can leave a room without slamming the door and telling everyone where to go. It's like, be graceful with the completions. You don't need to justify why you're leaving somewhere. You don't need to focus on the negative of why you've decided not to choose something anymore. You don't need to have a go at someone you've decided you don't want to be in a relationship with anymore. Like, you just don't need to do that. So to complete things with good energy is a great way to live, right? So be graceful in your completion. That's funny. I've got all of these like images of you doing the opposite of that, Leo. It's funny. Okay, more information about your week in general, Leo. Okay. Face the situation, I am there. This is about facing up to who you truly are. It's good to go to your 5-year-old, 6-year-old self for this. that inner child that you've got that knew who you were, knew what you liked, your imagination back then was spot on for your life path. Before adults taught you to that it's not okay to be yourself, that you're not okay in who you are, that you can't have what you want, you know, all of that stuff that adults teach us. This is about facing up to who you really are. Who you really are, your 5-year-old, 6-year-old self. What did you like back then? What were you imagining for your life? What really made you, what fired you up? Get that back, because that's who you really are. Who you are is what your passions are. We incarnate on this planet remembering what our passions are, and then we don't follow it. We get convinced not to follow it. Don't do that this week, Leo. Don't do that. What about your love life, Leo? What about it? Okay, empower yourself, love. You know what this is talking about, Leo? This is about letting go of the superficial stuff. This is about empowering yourself to choose what you actually want. Love. The real deal. The real thing. Not the superficial stuff. Not just what will make you feel better in the short term. What you really want. And so it's asking you to empower yourself to really hold your power, who you are, what you want, have boundaries. Say no to people. Say no to those dates. No matter how good it makes you feel to have that really good looking guy or girl ask you out, don't say yes to it if they're not for you. Empower yourself. Be empowered and choose what you want. What is it you want? What kind of relationship do you want? That's for you single Leos out there. What about if you're in a relationship? Empower yourself within that relationship. So not so much focus on yourself. You know, the best relationships are two whole people coming together. So two independent people who are looking after their own happiness, are following their life paths, and they're just loving and supporting each other as they do that. So empowering yourself will cause the love to grow within your existing relationship, because you'll be loving yourself more, of course. That's why. More information about this week for Leo's love life. This is very specific for your Leos out there. Being okay to talk to someone. This is someone from your past that you've had a problem with. You might have just recently finished a relationship. This could be friendships too, but I'm thinking this is more about your love life. Be okay about talking to them again. There's stuff to clear up. You need closure in a way. There's stuff that needs seething. It's like there's stuff that needs to be sorted out. So if you've broken up and they've still got some of your stuff, or you've got their stuff, just be okay about talking to them. Be okay about it. Be okay about breaking up. Be okay about them being who you are. Them being who they are, you being who you are, and it not being a good match anymore. Be okay about that. It's okay. It wasn't your job to change them or into who you wanted them to be, nor for you to change yourself into who they wanted you to be. So speak to them again, sort stuff out, just become friends again if you can. If you can't be friends, just, I don't know, close it off in a good way. Wow, Leah, you've really been told to clean up your act, hey? Why? Why did you want all of this stuff in the first place, hey? That you're having to let go of now? Ask yourself that. What were you asking for when you manifested these things in the first place? Was there a negative reason? Is that why you got the lessons you did? Job. This is about job. This is about business. This is about your career. For this week, Leo, you've got patience and passion. So it might be that you're being redirected at the moment. Everyone seems to be, all of the signs. I've been telling everyone. It's like, you know when a toddler is like, they're all dressed up, ready to go to a wedding or something, and all they want to do is jump in that puddle, that dirty puddle over there. And so they keep on making a beeline for it. You grab the shoulders and you direct them and give them a push towards some clean toys over there to play with, right? That's what's happening at the moment with everybody. The universe is grabbing us by the shoulders going, nope, not over there. They're not for you. That's not for you. In that direction. And so you're heading toward your passion at the moment in your work, right? Have patience with that. It's a path. It's a journey. It's not a destination. There is no big destination. There's no big job for you to do. Your life is for you to experience, for you to enjoy. And it's the journey. It's who you become along the way. It's what you can create. And that never stops, no matter how old you get. Some people stop. Some people decide that they stop and that there's a certain age that they should stop. But why? Why do that? Why stop? Why stop life? So have patience with it, step by step, following your passion. It's a journey. But it's good, it's good. You're on that path. It's saying that you're on that path. Also, remember, check out why. Why do you want to follow that passion? What's in it for you? Think about what's in it for you. Why do you want to follow your passion? Because you want to be true to who you are. You want to be authentic to yourself. You want to do what you're brilliant at. You want to share that with the world. You want other people to see your brilliance, especially Leo. Of course you do. You guys, you shine. You shine bright when you shine. You want to be shiny. You want to be a bright, shiny Leo. Okay. This is about your work still, your work career, business. What service are you providing and how are you sabotaging that? So whether you're in a job or whether you've got your own business, everyone's providing a service to someone, right? You've got customers or you've got a boss. You're providing a service. You can sabotage that. You can kick off at your customers. You can suddenly go, oh, I'm not doing this anymore, to your boss. The sabotage kicks in. So really think about, again, the why behind you're doing whatever it is that you're doing. Why are you giving that service? Because if something isn't aligned with you, if the service isn't in integrity with you, you're going to sabotage it. You are. And that, that's like a nudge from your higher self going, what are you doing? And you're like, what am I doing? Throw a spanner in the works. Mess it all up with your boss or your colleagues or your customers. So don't sabotage your service, Leo. What about abundance and money? Interesting. Abundance and money this week. Trusting yourself and lovers. Now what does this say? This is saying that somehow you've got it linked up. You've got your money, your financial situation, your abundance connected with your lovers. Right? Are you looking for a savior? Are you looking for someone to come in and sort out your financial worries? Are you thinking that your financial situation is locked in? Maybe you're already in a relationship and you're locked in. Your money is somehow tied up with them and you're not open to abundance. You're not open to more coming from elsewhere. Or you're thinking, I can't leave this relationship because of the financial situation. See, trust yourself. Trust yourself instead. You've got complete access to abundance. You've got complete access to abundance. So imagine an apple tree, right? And you're in a couple and you're sat underneath the apple tree and between you, you've got a box of apples there. There's plenty of apples still on the tree, but you've got a box of apples and you're like, I can't leave him no matter how much he stinks because we've got this box of apples together. And you're completely disregarding that there's an apple tree right above you full of apples. Trust yourself. Don't keep your finances locked to someone else. They are not your source. Source is your source. Yeah, the universe is your source. More information for Leo this week about abundance, finances, wealth, money. Oh, someone else got this too. We've got forgive yourself and release guilt. So this is all the crap that's involved with your money, your financial situation, your abundance. So forgive self, anything that you've done wrong, anything that you've made the wrong decision. Maybe you got together with someone, started a business, or you lost all your money. You lost all the investment in that. Forgive yourself for that. You learned, you grew from that. Any bad decision that you've made, financial decision that you've made, you need to forgive yourself for it. Again, same with the guilt. If there's any guilt or shame or anything around financial decisions that you've made, let that stuff go. Remember, why? Why did it happen in the first place? How did you create it? What were you asking for? What was your energy at that time when you instigated it? Just check that out, Because I can look back on my financial situation. I've had my own business for 20 years now, doing this stuff. And I can look back to times where I wasn't as successful as I wanted to be, like really struggling with finances kind of thing, knowing and seeing like back then I was really insecure, or I had my financial situation completely locked in with a partner at the time, and like giving up my power, and I can look back and see it clearly, right? And so this is asking in you to let go of all that old stuff, yeah. It all happens for a reason. And check out your why. Check out your why. So that's your week, Leo. Pretty funny one for you. If you'd like a personal reading from me, just check out the description box below. There's a link there, tell you how to do that. Also an invite to Psychic Cafe. So every morning, 8 o'clock Bangkok time, because I'm living in Thailand, I do a live show on YouTube, and that's coffee. Well, I drink coffee anyway. You can drink what you like, but I have coffee. We have a chat. Tell you about the energies of the day, because I do a daily read. Check out my daily read. It's just a general one for all signs. Go into more into depth of the energies for today. I pick my cards for the day, and I also pick your cards for the day too. So you're very welcome to come and connect with me, get to know me, let me get to know you in Psychic Cafe every morning. Have a fantastic week, Leo. And remember, why? See you next week.